Hi everyone, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone watching. So today I have another interesting topic to talk about because I dedicated myself and I said I'm going to be live for the whole of this Ramadan because I have enough time to come live. So I'm going to take that time to come live and then talk about one or two things that I feel or I think is important. So I want to tell you some of the reasons why I think you should not work as a housemate during the period of Ramadan. Now, listen. What I'm saying is, if you know you don't have these criterions or you don't possess these qualities, stay back home or just stay where you were. Don't bother disturbing yourself that, you want to come and work, maybe to work in the house, to stay in somebody's house to work during this period of Ramadan. Because obviously Ramadan is the period of fasting, of feasting. In the morning, let's say throughout the day, these people are fasting, they are not eating. Then after they break their fasting, which is called the iftar time, after that iftar time, there's a lot of cooking, food and so on. So people are visiting, you have different friends, families coming together to break the iftar together to eat as a family. So these are the reasons why I think you should not work as a housemaid during Ramadan. Number one, if you know you're not a hardworking person, if you know you don't have the strength, because most of the people who have the opportunities to work during Ramadan in somebody's house are the ladies. We are the multitask people. We are always the people who work in somebody's house, maybe as house help, as cleaners. If you know they're hardworking type, just stay where you are. No need to go to somebody's house and put more stress on this person, because cooking and everything is already very hectic. So they need somebody who can give them a helping hand. That's why they employ you to come and give them a helping hand. So if you see that you're not the kind of person who is hardworking, who does not like washing, if you know you don't have energy, you don't like to wash plates, you don't like to wash pots, stay in your house. Don't bother. And then let's talk about the aspect of uniform, which is the second point. Most of the people, or let's say most of the kadamas or house help, as it's locally called kadamas, most of the house help who come to work with you during the Ramadan period, they always provide them with uniform. Thank you for joining my live, Kennedy. So if you know that during this period you are not, you don't like to wear uniform, you don't like to wear all these, big clothes and so on, don't bother, because they always have a uniform. Because no matter how they measure you, they go to the tailor and you are still going to wear something big. So if you know you're the kind of a person, you're the kind of a lady who does not like to wear big things during that period, stay. Don't go to somebody's house. Thank you, Aziz Tamang. And then we talk about the next aspect, which is the third point. It has to do with cleanliness and organization. If you know a lady, because I believe as a lady, you already know yourself, and then you can decide to want to work on yourself or not to work on yourself as an individual. And now if you know that you're kind of a person who is not clean, who is not organized, because obviously after the iftar you need to clean the house, you need to sweep, you need to wash the plates, you need to organize them in an orderly manner in this person's house. If you know that you're the kind of a person who cannot organize things, who cannot arrange things, then it's advisable you just stay where you are, and no need going to that person's house to go and stress the person or stress the lady, because during this period even they don't want stress, because it's considered as a holy period. So they're supposed to fast, be polite, be good, be kind. Even if the person was as bad as what, during this period it's normally organized, or it's recognized that you need to be very polite to people. So don't go and press point in somebody's house and you even cause this person to sing. Now we talk about the aspect of covering hair. The fact that you're going to an Arabic house, a lot of ladies or a lot of women would want that if you're coming here, you're going to cover your head, whether you're Muslim or a Christian. I have a friend who is working in Dubai as a house help. She covers her hair every time. I'm like, Mama, have you converted into Muslim? She said, this is my uniform. My boss want me to cover my hair. You don't want me to show off my hair out and so on. So if you know you're this kind of a person who likes to show your hair out, and you want to always make your style, put your braids, and you don't want to cover, just stay in your house. Because during the period of Ramadan, if you're going there, 90% of the people you're going to work for or you're going to work with, they want you to close your hair. They already have the tradition. Majority of the Arabic people are covering their hair. They believe so much in their lifestyle and the culture, so they always close their hair, and they expect that other people should do the same. So if you know that you're going to work there and you will not cover your head, stay there. If you know you don't have this criterion as somebody who wants to work in an Arabic home, just stay there. Don't waste your energy. Now we'll talk about, okay, we already spoke about the aspect of keeping the kitchen tidy and clean and organized. Now let's talk about helping the person who employs you. Now this person is employing you because she wants you to assist her in the kitchen. If you know, because obviously there are some ladies who don't like the kitchen, like don't like to be in the kitchen too much or be cooking too much. So if you know you're this kind of a person, or you're this lady who does not like visiting the kitchen, who does not like to stay in the kitchen for long because you're going to cook for a long time, during this period of Madam, like let's say people like the government officials, they start working from 8 p.m. and they close by 2. So if you know that, and then after that time they get home, you know, do some shopping and they want to cook, and they need somebody who can give them a helping hand. Maybe you help them to peel garlic, slice, you know, as I'm fixing the spices, you're doing this one, you know, they just need somebody who can give them that helping hand. If you know, my dear, that you're this kind of person who cannot assist, who does not like to be in the kitchen for a long period of time, because people will not be cooking just one meal, you will cook different varieties of meal. I have an example. When I was in Dubai, I had a friend who was in Arabic. I visited her house one time. Oh my God, I thought it was a party. She said, no, doing after the fasting, we need to break our fasting with sweets. So she has to make different sweets and then food. I'm like, you enter the kitchen, you know, the kitchen is full, there's food everywhere. I'm like, so, and then the person, like the lady who was helping her, will help to chop off the spices. And I said, Mama, all this is for this iftar. She said, yes, we have to cook like this every day because my husband brings colleagues from the work and family members, so you cannot even estimate what you should cook. You need to cook in a large quantity so that, you know, everybody will eat, because you need to, you know, you have been hungry, you have stayed for a whole day without eating. So the one time they want to eat, they always start with sweets, you know, dates and so on. Then after that they take now their meal and eat, then they drink their juice and so on. So if you know that you're the kind of person who does not like to work in a household or in a house where they cook a huge quantity and you have to assist them in making spices and all the little chops, if you know you're this kind of a person, yeah, helper everywhere. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I'm just saying this to people, or to ladies who, you know, they don't have a job and they want to work as house help, and they know in their mind, in their innermost mind, that they don't possess these qualities of a house help. Because some people cannot actually do this. It's not as if they don't like to do it. They don't just have these qualities to work as a house help. If you see that you're a kind of person who cannot do this thing, it's advisable for you to just stay back home, or, you know, look for something else. Don't go out to somebody's house, you know, try to mess up the person's brain and even making this person to break the fast before time, because during the fasting period, you're not even allowed to be angry. Everything, you're just supposed to be like, So yes, these are the most important things I said I was going to talk to my viewers about. So if you know that you don't possess these qualities as an individual or as a lady who wants to work as a house help, don't bother yourself. Don't bother going to work as a house help, because you end up being a failure. You end up being a failure. So these are just the points, okay? So I'm not saying that working as a house help is a bad thing. No. Whatever put food on your table is a good thing. No, positively. Whatever put food on your table positively is a good thing. Whether working as a house help, working as a cleaner, they will put food on your table, they will make you become somebody better tomorrow. But in as much as you want to go as a house help and you don't have these qualities, you cannot do these things. You don't want, you know, you don't want to be smelling food, you don't want to be washing every now and then, you don't want to be cleaning, you don't want to be organizing, then the house help job is not for you. Just stay where you are or look for something else. Okay guys, so this is it for today. So do you have any questions for me? At least we need to help us everywhere. Me, I don't think I can go and do this thing during this Ramadan period. Be washing plates every now and then. But there are people who can do it, and people who can do it, fine, you can go for it. But people who cannot do it, they don't need. Don't stress yourself, and don't stress the individual who is willing to pay you for the job. Okay. So I guess I don't have any questions for my viewers. I've been live for a period of 10 minutes, and I'm so glad for everybody who took out their time, you know, to watch my life. And it's very important to just take that minute of your time and say, okay, let me dedicate it to Nessa. I'm really grateful. And yes, I'll end here for today. It's a brief life. I'll end here for today. And if you still have any questions, you can leave it down in the comment section. When I come back, I can read it out, or I can come live regarding what you have posted or what you commented down in the comment section. In the meantime, tomorrow I'll be live again, same time, same place. So don't move an inch. Be here to watch Nessa's Fantasy. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.
Ciao.
Do you like Ramadan or not, Miss? Okay, I have a question before leaving. Ramadan is actually for the Muslim, but the advantage as Christians that we have during Ramadan is that our working hours are like exceeded. You know, let's say we had to go for shifts. Okay, like where I'm working, let's say we have to go for afternoon shift. The afternoon shift is like 3 p.m. and then now it's shifted to 4:30, 5 p.m. and you know, you have a lot of time to do one or two things. But regardless of this, the time is extended as well, because you'll be closing late. It does not mean that we close early, we also close late, but we have a lot of time, we have a long time to rest. But the one thing that I love about Ramadan is because you have a lot of food. There is a lot of food during this period of Ramadan. The Arabs or the Muslim communities, you know, they give out food to people. We have, like, when you're coming towards our area where I live, there's like a fridge where they keep food. So people, you don't even need to cook, you just open that fridge, you take your food and your drink. It's very okay. So the advantage, or what I like about Ramadan, is the aspects of too much food, the working time is exceeded, and so on. But the only thing that I don't really like about Ramadan is that we are not allowed to eat freely. Obviously, it's their rules and regulation, because if you do this, you're going to get fined. You know, like, you are a Christian. Is it true that some Muslim families ask their housemates to fast with them, even though they are not Muslim? Well, Chumbong. Hi, thank you for joining my live. Okay, this applies to some Muslim. It might happen to some Muslims that they will ask you to fast with them during this period because they don't want you to eat. But mama, if you're in a position where you're hungry and you're not a Muslim, what can you do? You have to go and hide in a woman. It's not come and collapse here. This is not your tradition. This is not, you know, it's not bargain for this. But some will actually do this. Some will actually want you to fast with them because they don't want to cook. They don't want to give you food either. They don't want any smell or, you know, anything that can tempt them to want to eat during the period of Ramadan. So yes, of course, some Muslims families ask their mates to fast during the period of Ramadan. But of course, it's not, you know, it's not something which is supposed to be forced on you. It has to be your choice. But if it's forced on you, that's where there's an issue. If I'm really hungry, I'll go and hide maybe in the toilet, put something and I eat, because they don't want to get the smell of food. So I think this is the reason why they do this. Any other questions from you? I hope I answered this question. Still now, I don't get one piece also. This year Ramadan, I don't like. Why? I don't think you checked up there. There's food. Did you check up there? Aziz, did you check up there? Because I know that during this period they always keep food there. And you know, like in when you're going towards Water Garden last year, I don't know how they did it this year. Last year when we were going towards Water Garden, they stopped us like traffic lights, and they give us dates, laban, you know, things to break the fasting with everybody. Whether you're a Muslim, you're not a Muslim, you know, they gave everybody, they gave all of us. So I think, you know, of course, last year there was a lot of food. There was a lot of food. So maybe this year there's no food. You know, there's a lot of crisis here and there. The Gaza war, Bahrain is really supporting, sending things. So if there's no food, salam alaikum. What can we do? Chumbong, I hope I answered your questions. Any other question for me? I was about leaving. Go around the mosque. I should go around the mosque. Just no, we don't used to go around the mosque before now. It's just, you know, they just keep in there's always this fridge, and even they used to like move on they used to drive their cars, give us water, like after like before iftar, before you break the fast, and they used to move around, give water, give food. People, Aziz, have you heard? For Peace has told you that you should go around the mosque, you're going to see food. So if you want food, just go there. Like you have to break fasting, you will eat. You eat and you get tired. There's a lot of buffet during this period. This period, if you don't need to cook, just go around the mosque. Every day, you will have food for the next 30 days. Ramadan is ending, I think, on the 11th of next month. So just be going every day, you're going to get food. You're going to get food every day, oh. Yep. So do I have any questions from yeah, I'm glad I answered your questions. I'm happy I answered your question. But it does not mean that, you know, I've told you, if you're hungry, go and hide. You don't need to get the smell. I just want to ask one question. Please think what I want to ask. How can I think what you want to ask? I don't know what you want to ask. Ask any question, let me answer. I don't know what your question is. How can I think for you? Really? What's your question? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Aziz Tama. Tell me what you want to ask now. Let me know. Let me answer you. I want to ask food. I've told you where to go and get food. Go to mosque. When it's time for prayers, go there. You will eat. Ha! You will eat and get fat during this period. Even though people they fast in this period, a lot of people still gain weight because they eat late at night. Still doing around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They are rushing to go and get food. Because you don't eat during that period. Kalas, you stay the whole day. I think you have till 5 a.m. to eat or 6 a.m. something like that. One of them. If you don't eat till that period of time, you're finished. You cannot eat again. You will only eat the next day. It can be long. Oh, the day can be long. Even if you're at work, you will just be dozing and sleeping. Aziz, what do you want to ask? You want to ask questions regarding what I said today or regarding the topic of today? Ask before I leave. Okay. This time, most people are happy or sad. I'm confused. They're happy. Ramadan is recognized as a period where you become more closer to your creator Allah. So why I would think it's both sides. They are happy because, you know, they're praying and they're becoming, you know, their saints, all the bad deeds they have been doing and everything is going to be washed away, because they believe that whatever you do during this period, like any good deed you do this period, it multiplies. If you give somebody, you know, just a drop of water, it multiplies. So during this period is blessing, and of course it should be a happy moment to them. But the moment where it is sad is the point of hunger, you know, where you don't have food, you're starving. It's not easy to fast. It's really not easy. Some people are like, let's do it because we have to do it. Let's do it because it's Ramadan. But I think it's a happy moment for them. So after this period, then they have now, you know, the celebration, bringing, you know, feasting and everything. So it's a happy moment to them. Yeah, fasting the whole day, But, you know, this fasting is not complete because it's supposed to be no food. Like no food, because in the Christian community, if we decide that we want to fast for a long period of time, the fasting has to be long. You know, you don't want to fast, you start eating at 6. Yeah, fasting the whole day as this. That's it all. What can they do? So I hope I've answered your question. It's a happy moment for them. It's both happy and sad. Happy moment because they are, you know, getting blessings from Allah, their creator. They are, whatever they give out to people, it multiplies. It's a period of blessing. It's a period of them to become more closer to their creator. Now the sad part comes when there is an empty stomach. There is nobody who is happy when the stomach is empty. Nah. When the stomach is empty, my God, people are not happy. Everybody is angry. So I think I need to step down now. Thank you all for your contributions and your questions and your comments. Okay. So So I need to go down and then prepare for work, and I'll come back here tomorrow again. So if you have more questions, just keep them somewhere. I'll come and answer you. All right, guys? Okay. Ciao, ciao. I need to go. Bye.